walk us through how do we have to structure a business to be in position to get 6 figures in funding?
We got time?
We got time.
We got a little bit of time?
We got a little bit of time.
All right. So since the last time we spoke, not a lot has changed, but certain things have changed.
Okay.
Because as you know, the banks are starting to tighten up. You're hearing the rumors that banks are closing down. Well, not rumors, they really are happening. Banks are closing down. They're tightening up on money. People's credit lines are getting chopped. They're somebody who has a 700 credit score, they're not getting as high as they used to get. Yeah. But if you have these things that we're about to talk about in position, you're still going to be able to get some capital for you to make a move.
Right.
So to the 7.9 billion people who've never heard me say this before, but I know there's about 100 million of you have heard me say this speech 100 times.
Right.
Let's talk about it. So we're going to talk about your credit. We're going to talk about your credit profile, and we're going to talk about the structure of your business.
Let's break it down.
Because those are the 3 pillars of me posting $50,000, $100,000 lines of credit cards and loans.
Right.
Number 1, your credit score has to be tight, right? Minimum 680 FICO score across all 3. But I know only maximum people listen to this podcast, right? So those maximum people, our minimum has got to be at 700.
Facts.
Once you're over at 700, then we're really talking, right? It's a big difference, those 20 points. But as you know, bro, it's not just about your FICO score. It's about your credit profile.
Yes, sir.
Right? So banks want to see at least 5 years. Before I was saying 2 years, they want to see a 5-year history on your credit profile. I'm not saying all your credit cards got to be 2 years old, but your credit profile has to be at least 5 years old, right? The credit cards that you have on your credit report, because if you're asking for business credit cards, they're going to be like, all right, well, what have you done with your personal credit cards? They want those personal credit cards minimum to be 2 years old. The limit's got to be over 3,000, and the usage has got to be below 30%. That's the minimum, but for the maximum, I want it to be at least 10%.
Right.
Because these banks, you gotta act like you don't need the money.
Right.
Right. If you look like you need money, they're not gonna give you the money.
Facts.
Right. And this is what I talk about when I bring somebody on. I talk about their credit optimization. So I was like, the less inquiries, the better. No more than 6 inquiries in the last 6 months. And another thing, bro.
Talk to me.
I always tell people this, and I'm gonna give you a gem for my Navy Federal people.
Let's do it.
Is you wanna ask for credit limit increases every 91 days. Banks work in 90-day cycles. So every 91 days, you want to call up the bank, hey, can I get a credit limit increase? Because the older your credit cards, the higher the limits. The bank's going to be like, wow, you did really well with this $10,000 credit card. We're going to give you $25,000, $50,000 on the business side. So that's super important. Can I give them a Navy Federal gem real quick?
You could do whatever you want to do, my brother.
Everybody has Navy Federal.
They do.
Right? And when they see me posting these high limits with Navy Federal, sometimes my mentees, they get them automatically. But I also teach my mentees how to increase Navy Federal, right? The limits. Number 1. The crazy thing about Navy Federal, you can have like a heartbeat. They're going to give you $5,000, right?
Facts.
And, figure out how you need to get into Navy Federal. If you don't know how to get into Navy Federal, he's going to put my Instagram below. I got you. All right. So you're in Navy Federal. Every 91 days is what my mentees do. You're going to freeze TransUnion because that's where they come from. That's where they pull, right? Freeze TransUnion. Then you're going to go into your Navy Federal app on your phone, not on your laptop. You're not going to call them. You're going to go on the app on your phone. You're going to go to credit limit increase, right? And you're not going to ask for no more than 25 to 30% of your current credit limit. Anything over that, it might trigger a review.
Gotcha.
Now, they're going to ask for your income and all that stuff, to put in there. A great hack is on the application, they ask for your household income.
Yes, sir.
So usually you're putting, I make $50,000 a year, but who else is in your house?
I got
Is your
some
mom
aunties in here.
Is your mom in the house? Is your dad in your house? Is your girl in the house? Whoever lives in there, that's what you're putting on the household income. Right. You click the submit button. 90% of the time, immediately you'll get approved. If the limit is too high and you got too greedy, it's gonna trigger a review. But my mentees are doing this every 91 days, and now their limits are growing 4 times in 1 year.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And now when it's time for funding in 18 months, they have a sexy credit card limit that's old. It's ball game after that. It's a little sauce for them.
Just a little.
We're gonna get to 150K views on this one.
Listen,
I'm gonna drop the gems today.
I think we could do 250.
250K.
I think we could do 250.
Let's go.
So that was some great strategy around the personal side. So once we have the personal side taken care of, now when it comes to the actual structure of the business, that's where it starts to get interesting. Now we're talking about the second pillar.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
How is a business supposed to be structured when we've done all the heavy lifting of making our personal side taken care of from top to bottom? What does a properly structured business for business funding look like?
Okay, so it's the third pillar. So the first pillar is good credit score. The second pillar is the structure, your credit profile.
Yep.
The third is the business structure. So Same old regular conversation if you never heard it before. You want to have a solid business name, meaning that you don't want it to be a high-risk business name. So my business name is Bellastone Enterprises, right? It's not Bellastone Credit Repair, Bellastone Trucking, Bellastone Dry Cleaning, Bellastone Daycare. Those are high-risk industries, right? So you want to make it super generic, right? That's number one. And think like the banks do. You want to give this business, which is technically a person, right? We know what the laws say that a business is a person according to Congress. You want to set it up like it's a real life person, right? So the more it looks like a real life person, the more sexy it looks to the bank. So you want to have a name, you want to have its own address. So, hey, Herm, I can't afford an address. You can get a virtual address. Hey, Herm, the banks don't want me to have this virtual address. Well, get a registered agent address. You can go to registered agent. You can Google it, and whatever state you're in, and it'll give you a list of so many registered agents that are available for like $50 for the year. So it's a lot cheaper than a virtual address. I need a virtual address because I need the address and I'm able to rent out the spaces in the building. So it works for me because I have VIPs that come into Philly all the time or I'm taking meetings. It works that way. Now your address is taken care of. You want to have a business website. Twitter and Instagram is not enough. You want to have a professional website. Go to Fiverr.com, Fiverr.com.
Yes, sir.
Get a wonderful person from the Philippines to knock it out for $100 and in 3 days. Right? Super simple landing page. Doesn't have to be complicated. Attach a business email to it. info@BellastoneEnterprises.com. Not Bellastone@gmail.com. These are red flags to the banks that you're trying to get $50,000 from. They want to see that you put the work in so that your business looks legitimate. And lastly, you want to get yourself a real business phone number, 1-800 phone number. You can go to freedomvoice.com. You can go to culture, CALLTURE.com and get that for like $9. And all the things I just listed are write-offs.
There you go.
That you're going to get credited back for at the end of the year.
Hey, family. Hope you enjoyed that clip. And real quick before you go, for any business owners who are watching this that are looking to access business capital and want to do it the right way, my company, Takeoff Financial, can help. Takeoff Financial is a done-for-you service where we analyze your business the exact way that an underwriter would. We build you a custom capital path around your specific profile and connect you with the right lenders for your situation. Qualify, position, and access. So if you want to learn more to see if you qualify, there's going to be a link in the description below where you can click it, watch a short video, fill out a